Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about a very sensitive topic. As we all know about the Kolkata case, here are my 2 cents. So I'm a doctor and also I'm a woman, plus I have a daughter. So I have to tell my opinion here. So back in the days when I was during my internship, I was working at the government hospital. So basically in government hospitals we have a lot of patient crowd. So from day to night we have a lot of patient crowds, and especially in emergency and you know the rest of the departments, there's a lot of people because it's first government hospital. 90% of the people come there because of the affordability. So when I was working back then, we had to do late nights, and usually how it works is like, basically the senior doctor tells the junior doctor to do certain work, and the junior doctors are the one who are actually doing the work in, like, in terms of taking patient history, following up on the patient. So basically the senior doctors come later on. So with that background, and that's how it works. So this, I am not complaining about that part. What I'm complaining is when we were working in the nights, this was a government setup and we had all kinds of people. So it went from people who would fight with each other, whose entire family would come. It was like there were days when I would feel so scared, especially on the surgery posting days, where I would feel like, the entire, especially in the night, because of the locality of where the hospital was set up, the entire night, like, would be like I needed a male colleague. So that is the case, and we never had a security outside. Like every time I would work, it was like anybody could target us. We were just working day in and out. They would target the females because it's easier. We're always the easier target. So I'll actually talk about one such incident that happened when I was in my internship and I was working in the casualty. So there's something called the casualty department, where you emergency and casualty, basically, where you have all these emergency cases that's coming. So there was one particular night when it was a case of the mother had an accident, and we couldn't help her, but eventually she had to pass away. So there was no senior doctor. It was just the interns who were handling the case. So it was me, another male colleague, and another female colleague. So we told the patient that their relative is no longer going to survive, and they said like, hey, we need more time because we have certain procedures that has to be taken care. So they said, can you keep her till she passes away at the hospital? And out of courtesy sake, we did so. So once she passed, she was about to pass. There's something called coding, where the patient is, at the verge where he has probably, like, in layman terms, he's just passing away. So in that time, the patient attendants come and they scream at us. They're like, do the CPR, you have to do things right now. This is like, they literally dragged my colleague by the collar. They literally were about to slap him. And for us, they threatened us. They said, like, if you don't, revive the patient right now, we will call everybody. We'll let the media know. It was such a harassment. We had told the patient's family that the patient would not survive, and they had requested us to hold on to the patient up until, like, they actually passed, because they had some certain procedures to be done at home. They didn't care about us. That is the work that is the kind of work, we don't have security. And because there are so many patients, like, you have to do the work. So what I'm trying to say is, it's really heartbreaking that people don't understand how difficult it is to work as a doctor in India. I'm in US right now, so I would be talking about the experiences that I had back then when I was an intern in one of the government hospitals in India. I would tell you, whatever has happened to that Kolkata doctor, it is not okay. It is, she dedicated her entire life. None of you understand how difficult it is to study medicine. It is not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, so it is really difficult to study medicine, and top of it, to do a PG and like, work day in and out. It is not easy. Okay, we we put so much of dedication, so much of love, so much of care into our patients, and this is not what we need. So I am at utmost shock to even tell you how horrible I'm feeling right now. When I heard that case, I thought to myself, thank God I came out alive. Whatever nights I was doing, how many ever nights, days, thank God I'm still alive. That's the thought I had in my brain. Imagine what that woman would be going at that. No, I can't even comprehend. This is utter nuisance. So that is the doctor's point of view. Coming as a mother, just to hear that my daughter studied so hard to be a doctor, she's serving the people, she's doing everything right in her life, just to get a call saying your mother was brutally tortured and murdered. I want those guys literally hanged in front of public. That is a kind of punishment. All this is happening because men in India don't have, they are not held accountable. Public, like, hanging them in public, or even like, castrating them is a way of punishment. This is what I personally feel, and I feel it is required, because that's when men learn. Okay, just trying to increase the security at the hospitals. I mean, how many days do you want women to run around saying, like, don't go beyond 6 o'clock? Don't, what is it? What is that men can't control? Like, why can't men be inside the house staying up until 6 p.m.? After 6 p.m., if you're so excited about, you can't control yourself, why are you even getting out in the streets? What makes you a masculine person? By, if you really have so much of rage and you want to fight, why don't you fight with another male person? Why do you feel like you're so entitled to, like, abuse of women? Who gives you the right? So this is absolutely horrendous. Like, it's, you don't know how much my blood is boiling. The victims' families are very patient with these officials, and I swear to God, like, it is, if something like that had happened to my daughter, I would have ripped everybody apart. And I swear to God, this person, these people who are behind this case, they have to be hanged in public. They have to be thrown into cellars where they're rotten and the rats eat them. That is the kind of punishment they deserve. Every inch of their life that they're going to remember henceforth, the double, the pain that the girl has faced, it has to happen to them. And it's high time the men who so call themselves feminist start talking to your friends, and if you notice any kind of behavior amongst your friends, please report them, because such men are not allowed to stay in this society. So I will not go to the details of what happened, because there are a lot of videos already spoken about and talked about it. But I swear to God, my blood is boiling so badly that I can't even say. I swear to God that the victims' families are extremely patient. If had it been me, I would have not let those people sleep in peace. And I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't even comprehend the amount of pain that that woman has faced. I don't want to say her name because it's it's gone to a place where I don't want to say this one incident because there are so many other incidents that have come out. So I'm just telling in the entire, addressing the entire womanhood, that we don't deserve this. There are a lot of cases like Kolkata case that are happening in India, and it has to stop, and it has to stop on a higher level. And I feel very, very hurt that the Prime Minister or anybody else is not talking about this, because it needs national attention. There has to be stricter laws regarding women. These are my 2 cents, and I have a lot to say, but I'm disgusted.